welcome to Loewenwood Forest Homeschool. I'm Andrea. Today I am going to share with you how we organize our homeschool. I homeschool my 5 kids, although my 2 youngest are not yet school age, but I want to show you how I organize my oldest 3. So welcome to my clothes closet. We have a giant walk-in closet in our bedroom, but on the other side over here, floop, this becomes my home office. This is where I do all my homeschooling, and so right here is how I organize it. The bulk of the organization happens right here in this tiny corner of the office, and so you can see that I do have quite a few things. This is beads down there for our math if we need it. I've got my French English dictionary here along with some pens and papers and things, and then here is where I have everything for kindergarten. I was trying different organizational things and I found really I ended up with piles all the time, so I asked my husband and he built me these shelves. So I have my kindergarten stuff all here in this pile, I have my grade 2 books here in this pile, and then my son, here are his grade 4 books here. Up here is just our Canada flag that we use when we sing O Canada. So that's how I organize the bulk of our items. And then just outside the closet, this is where I have our photocopier. So from those books, I photocopy most of their work, and that allows me to reuse those books year after year because we have many children, and so the books will just filter down through the kids. This top basket is completed work. So I have another bin where I keep all their completed work, that I organize it per child, per grade, but this is just where I keep it in the meantime in these baskets. And then within the basket I do have some folders that each child, so they get organized a little bit more in the basket, and then I can just take the folder downstairs. Below the printer, I do have some books. I've got some printer ink. I've got our really great art book. I've got a dictionary. I've got our outdoor book. I've got my agenda, just some other outdoor books that we can use to identify plants and nature experiments. And then here, these are the kids' binders where I'll put their photocopied papers. I'll put them in their binders, and I have it organized per subject so that they know which subject is first, and then they just go through the book throughout the day. To the left of that, I do have a basket, and this is full of workbooks from the dollar store, and these are for Evelyn, my kindergartner, so that when she's done her daily work, I can grab one of these books or photocopy a couple pages just to give her some additional work if she needs it for the day. And this is our homeschooling basket. This is a necessity. We pull it out every single day for homeschool, and as well as when we just do crafts and things. So this is our big bucket of pencils and markers and all that good stuff that you need. This is our giant bucket of scissors and glue. And I mean, you have lots of kids, you need lots of scissors. And then this is pencils and erasers. They're all in here. These are for my daughter Brooklyn. She sometimes gets distracted by the noisiness of the house, and so that just helps her focus on her work. She's got those noise canceling headphones. And then back here we have a whole bunch of stories. So these are French for my son who's in grade 4, and then these ones are French for my daughter who's in grade 2, as well as some English. Now she is out of it now that she's in grade 2, but these will be really good for Evelyn, who's in kindergarten and just learning to practice reading. So we have this always available at the table. And speaking of the table, here are the kids. They're just playing some games. And then just off to the side, this is another homeschooling cupboard, which I keep locked because our 2-year-old gets in here and likes to mess up all the pieces. So this is all of our homeschooling games. So here we have puzzles, we have memory games, matching games. Here are a whole bunch of card games, same or different. Oh, I see 20. This is just more games. These are little animals they can play with. These are letter magnets. This is a hangman game. Again, this is cards you can use to play with the little characters with. Here we've got some stamps. These are alphabet stamps that Evelyn mostly uses for her kindergarten. We've got bingo, yes, that practices shapes and all that wonderful stuff. We've got French bingo.
Yeah. Do we have 2 bingos?
then at the bottom, we've got our mini bucket, so that's for learning and practicing with Canadian money. We've got dominoes. We've got a few of these card sets, which are really neat, and so this one is for practicing pluses and minuses. And then this is some more board games using math. Yeah. Oh, another bingo.
You have to skip a turn.
So I would call this our homeschool game cupboard, and so that's always fun. And to make sure I track it all, I love writing everything down on this grid paper, the dates and the different subjects that we're doing in the different sections of the book, just to make sure we stay on top of it all. So that's how we store and organize our homeschool around our place. How do you do it where you are? There are a million different ways to homeschool, and so there are a million different ways to store and organize your homeschool. I'd love to find out how you do it. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you outside.